Kia ora, welcome to Friday the 29th of July 2022, morning ramble, up and about, or up and about, barely awake is probably more like it. I slept in this morning a little bit, which was nice. Friday's technically my day off, if that's even really such a thing, but working 410s, I try and chill a bit on Fridays, not really sweat it, and then back into it again obviously Saturday, Sunday, so that's kind of how it is. Yeah, a little overcast today. Not sure I'm going to ramble about this morning. I don't really have a lot kind of on my brain. I was looking into, I guess we'll talk business, why not? Side gigs, that sort of thing, but also, what you can kind of claw back and take advantage of to make some of your investment choices a little less expensive. So I mentioned a while back, we have a freeze dryer coming. Freeze dryers are pretty popular in our group at the moment, needless to say. But my take on it is, it's a big investment in time and money, and it definitely has its uses from a homesteading survival lifestyle perspective. But one of the things with it is it has to make money. So that will be part of one of the forthcoming business changes that I mentioned quite a long time ago, probably way back when I started these, was putting some plans in place to add some additional resilience. Should things go quote unquote tits up, then we've got a little extra resilience and some extra resources that we can fall back on. One of the challenges, of course, having a power heavy device like a freeze dryer and going off grid is how the heck do you power it? But that's okay. I've already got some plans in mind for that, and we will see how they come to fruition over the next 6 months or so. 6 months or a year, we'll see. Depends how long it takes us to get down to TN. But anyway, more on that one later. So I guess business opportunities. There's a couple of other things I've been working on as well, but I won't speak about them at this stage. Been kind of busy beaver. Nice at the bottom of the garden, so to speak. Very pleasant, very green, still very green. We like the green. Green is my favourite colour. Which is ironic because we're a lot of greys and blues, as you probably gathered. And yes, I do change my shirts. I have a lot of coloured shirts. Alrighty. The other part of it is one of the things with the solar that I hadn't talked about is you get tax credits for your solar implementations. So while it looks like things are relatively expensive, and they are, it's not cheap to put in solar, particularly if you have it installed for you. But just a very quick pointer, because I want to keep this ramble short. It's worthwhile definitely looking into what options you have for credits in your area. Now, unfortunately, in Tennessee, we don't have a lot on the state level. There is, I think, a 12.5% rebate if you're tying your stuff back to the grid, and we're not. So really, that doesn't kind of come into play. There is a federal grant, however, which is kicking through, starting to trickle down. I don't know whether the administration's latest, hey, this isn't quite Build Back Better, but we're going to throw a bunch more money at various sectors and see if it helps with inflation and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. But the current state of play with regards to that is, and someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong, but it's basically a 26% rebate this year. That goes down to 22% next year, and I believe unless it's extended, it'll probably get phased out in 2024. So there's still a couple of years to claw back some money. Now these are tax credits, so obviously if you didn't pay tax for low income reasons or whatever, well, you don't get it back. So it's not like, having kids and government paying you to have children kind of thing. This is basically to offset your tax. So 26% is pretty good. I have to look into more detail to see what components are excluded from that, but my understanding at time of writing is pretty much everything related to the installation. So in our case, it's definitely batteries and solar panels. I'm pretty sure it's the inverter as well. So really, it's pretty much everything related to the install. So we're going to probably be spending, I don't know, at least 10k this year, depending on budgets and how much battery storage we find we need. That could go up by another, 1,500, maybe even 3,000. So, getting some clawback on that in terms of taxes, because I definitely pay a lot of taxes, federal taxes is going to be helpful, to say the least. But I just thought I'd mention that for anyone who's looking into solar, that you probably want to, make sure that you take advantage of this if you're in a position where you can actually claw back some tax. Anything's better than nothing, right? So it's all good. Anyway, that's it. Keeping the ramble short. Gonna go have my cup of coffee, post this up. Try to remember to actually make this live, unlike yesterday where I left it for a while. Dum-de-doo. I hope you have a great Friday. Take care, kia ora, and chat again tomorrow. Bye.